What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the South Side. So, we're under the car right now, as you can tell, trying to take the lower control arm off. This nut right here is kind of hard because of the space. I'm going to back the camera out and show y'all exactly where I am, but this is going to take a while. You can fit a 21 millimeter wrench just right there, and you're going to be doing a lot of this. So get comfortable, find you a good position, and get to work. Alright, success. We got it off. Now let's move to the next one. The next nut is behind the spindle. It's an 18 millimeter, and a ratcheting wrench fits nicely here. Okay, now we have to separate the lower control arm from the spindle. We'll use the almighty hammer for this. Just give it a few good whacks and it should, in theory, come loose. Like I said, in theory. Now you have to get these 16 millimeter bolts, if y'all can see where my tool is pointing, right there. And that's it. The control arm is out. A simple 3-jaw puller should be able to take care of the front control arm bushing. Mine is fairly new, so it should come off with no problems. If it rips, I'm in all sorts of trouble, and one of my nuts just came off. But I'm using my hand to make sure I don't apply too much force, just in case something goes wrong. I can feel it. And I think we're good. Yep. Front control arm bushing is off. My tool just fell apart. Thank you, Harbor Freight. And it looks like it's still in pretty good condition. Don't worry about that. I started kind of tapping on it to make sure it came loose. But our control arm is out. Time to install the new one. So the last thing to do is to put the control arm bushing back on the control arm and mount the control arm back to the car. And after we do that, we'll be done. A little bit of dielectric grease helps the control arm bushing slide on smoother. Sometimes you just gotta lean into it. Okay, I got all of my bolts and nuts started. Control arm bushing bolts are in. You can see that nut for the spindle, and you might not be able to see that one, but it is also just started. So now we torque them down and go for a test drive. A quick little tip for working with this nut right here is a 6 millimeter hex to stop the shaft from spinning, and a 3/8 extension to kind of jam between the engine block / engine mount, and that way you can just tighten it without worrying about holding the 6 millimeter and also turning this as well. Helps out a lot.